Hey everybody, this is Ryan, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play The Binding of Isaac. Alright, so this is my final run before the DLC comes out. This is when I beat it with plain old Isaac. And at the time, this wasn't the final run. I actually still had to beat it with question. So this wasn't quite the end, but this was a much more dramatic run. And even watching, I rewatched this before I posted it, and it was like, God, how did I beat this thing? Where in the world did I pull that out of my ass? And so, as you can see, I have a ton of hearts that I have gained. I got life ups. I think I actually end up getting 3 blood bags by the time this is all over. And just kind of the usual. That was a wonderful use of the D6 right there. Got rid of the bean, which is one of the worst items in the game. And I end up getting a damage up. And then here, I get the Book of Revelations. And here, I get the battery. So now you might be saying, oh, well, you know, those are 2 pretty powerful items. But I don't know what the hell I was thinking, because I absolutely do not utilize the fact that I had the battery and the Book of Revelations. It's not until literally like the final 2 or 3 rooms that I finally say, oh, you know what, if I can charge this up and use it all the time. Yeah, it was terrible. Like, I kind of didn't deserve to win. It was so stupid of me how I did it. But yeah, what are you gonna do? So I didn't show myself getting a lot of the items, because a lot of them were just health ups. I got health ups, a couple damage ups. I did get a plus 10 bomb item from the beggar, I believe. And that's kind of it. I got I think it's Mom's Contact, so it's a slow down kind of item whenever it goes into effect. This was I think probably the best I have ever done against the original Mom here. I don't think I take any damage, and I didn't have, you know, a very powerful weapon like the knife or brimstone or any of that. And so this was pretty good. This was all just me running around the room, shooting blindly, hoping everything works out. And this was a pretty good effort. It figures it would take pretty much until the last time until I finally get good at it. But yeah, that's the way it is. Yeah, I think this fight is actually harder than the second version of Mom, when you fight Mom's heart. Just because you got so much to look for. You never know when the foot's going to come down. You got so many different things that pop out. If you get too close to the wall, the hand comes out, and different enemies come and they shoot you. And so yeah, I think this is actually a really hard fight. But yeah, as you can see, pulled it out. Probably, like I said, probably the best I have ever done in this fight. Even here, God, what took so long? Jeez, she has been down to a sliver of health for like probably 30 seconds. What in the world is going on? Jeez, finish her already. And there I get a speed up. Speed up's always a very nice item. Alright, yeah, down here in the womb, I pretty much skipped the entire thing. Like, I didn't show it. I didn't go to that many rooms. But yeah, once you're down here, you know, there's not much to do except beat it. Win and advance. That is the key, and that is what I did. I got death because I'd been using my Book of Revelations. Of course, it's pretty common to get one of the horseman bosses when you're using that. And this actually took a little bit of deciding. I had quite a few damage ups at this point. I was feeling really good. But the fact that it was 2 hearts, I think, is what did it. If it would have been 3 hearts, I would have said no. But I'll take 2 hearts for Brimstone. And I probably wouldn't have beat it if I hadn't done this. Yeah, and so now we're in the Womb 2, and I pretty much I didn't show the entire level because not a lot happened. It's just, you know, when you have Brimstone, the rooms go really fast. Not a lot to show. I do show this fight in its entirety, though. And these fights aren't too bad. Let's see if I take any damage or not. I really don't remember. Good old Monstro. I love getting Meat Boy leveled up. I know a lot of people don't like Meat Boy, but I'm actually a pretty big fan. He does good damage. He definitely does get in the way. I mean, I'm not saying he's perfect by any means, but he can be a pretty big help. Like right now, it's like, come on, Meat Boy. You're gonna stand there and stare at me with that dumbass grin on your face? Go do something. Seriously. There's all sorts of monsters, and you're just sitting there with a dumb-ass grin on your face. Thanks for all the help, bud. Isaac's looking pretty good, though. I don't know what that white item is. I don't think that's the Band-Aid, is it? No, the Band-Aid's on the other side. Looks like I have a pretty little bow on my head. It goes good with my horns. You know, watching this fight right after I watched the run where I had Mom's knife, it just really shows how overpowered that knife weapon is. And I'm not complaining. You know, God, get an overpowered item in this game. That's wonderful. I'm not complaining for a second. But yeah, that knife makes very short work of this. And I have pretty high damage. I got Brimstone, all that stuff. And this fight is taking a long time. Nothing will ever match when I did it with Eve, though. Man, that was brutal. Pretty sure I had Brimstone. I'd have to go back and look at the video. I mean, that fight literally took me like 11 minutes total. That was something else. And that's a big reason I am not looking forward to beating the DLC with Eve, because I'm pretty sure you have to beat the entire game with each character again to get the final ending. Not looking forward to that. But I am looking forward to the DLC, though. I actually just watched the trailer today, and the trailer kind of freaked me out. I don't know, seeing a 3D Isaac, I didn't like it. He looked like a weird alien baby. It definitely did not look right. And I guess you don't think of it like, I mean, he doesn't look right in this game either. But he passes for a sort of a human. But not when he's a weird alien baby with these huge black eyes. Human was not the first thing I thought of when I saw that trailer, that's for sure. So finally getting him down to the bottom here where he stays down. This is where the fight usually goes pretty fast. And there you go. And so I still have not realized that I can charge my book up. And so I go through some rooms here. I think I even show them. And they are like the absolute perfect. Like this room. Oh my god, you can get what the max amount of charges the battery will give you in this room. And I instantly kill him. I mean, what the hell was I thinking? God, that was so stupid. It really was. Yeah, definitely not my proudest moment when it comes to this game. Really didn't deserve to win. I think I show it. I get the sun card here in a minute, which kind of changes everything. So once again, yeah, I could have completely charged it up. And I say, No thanks. Oh, maybe I did, actually. Maybe I just cut that. I must have cut it when I was recording because my book was suddenly charged. Okay, so now I don't feel like such a jackass. I don't know if I did it for the fight before or not. The first time I had that fight, but okay, I feel like a slightly less of a jackass now, which is great. So yeah, the whole reason I fought this, because I could easily run out of the room right now, but I was killing them pretty easily, and then I get the sun, which the biggest thing that the sun does is it's a full heal. It does some damage, not enough damage to really get you excited. See, I didn't, or did I do it? No, I don't think I did it there. God, I'm so stupid. What the hell was I thinking? So yeah, it does a little bit of damage, but it gives you a full heal, which is huge. So that's why the sun is such a big deal. There were no connecting rooms to that one, so I said, screw it, I'm not fighting this. And I use a bomb here because there's only one direction I can go. So there's definitely no mistake, like I won't have to backtrack. And then I have second thoughts. It's like, oh well, I got these guys pretty much killed. Get a little charge out of my book. I don't really know what I'm doing there. Apparently I'm posing for a picture. And I think it is this room. Yeah, so after that, I finally realized that I could charge up, that I had the battery. Yeah, fucking me, boy. Always knocking the bombs out of the way. Yeah, after that, I finally realized I had the battery. So for the final couple of rooms, I charged up. And it was a good thing, too, because there were some really hard fights in those final couple of rooms. There was death and one other one that I really did not do very good against. I think I might have even fought this guy in one of the rooms too. So at this point, everything's going okay. You know, I don't have a lot of hearts, but I have the sun card. Feeling pretty confident that I can win. And this was probably the most stressful fight that I've had since maybe the first or second time I got here. Because it was just like, oh my god, I finally made it with Isaac. I have to get the kill. I do not want to do this again. Like, I'm here. You know, an hour and 10, 15 minutes of work, whatever it was. And I am finally here. I cannot blow this. That's just what I'm thinking the whole time, is do not blow it. Just don't blow it. Just focus. Just use what you've learned. Use what you've learned over all the hours of gameplay you have poured into this. It all boils down to this moment. And so once again, I'm doing okay. Doing an alright job of dodging those. I took a couple of hits, but you know what? You're going to take a couple of hits. It's just the way it is. But when I get to its second form, man, I crap my pants. I don't really know how else to say it. I completely blow it. I, of course, want to save the sun card for the third form, or sorry, the second form. Go ahead and use it right away, get the heal. So you can see how much damage it does there. It's not very much. Alright, so I started this at full health. And this goes downhill very quickly. Very quickly. Everything is going okay right now. Couple of stomps on me. Not doing great. And then, pretty quick here, just whole thing just goes to shit. I don't know what happens, but I absolutely blow it. Okay, so I blew up a leech fly right in front of me there. I got hit again somehow. Okay, so now I'm down to 3 hearts and he is at half health. Now I'm down to 2 hearts. Oh my god, there is no way I am going to do this. Like, honestly, if I wouldn't have told you guys that I beat it, how many of you would have thought I pulled this out? Because I'm going to say it's not very many of you. Hell, I didn't think I was going to pull it out at this point. And there you go. Finish him off by blowing up the bomb flies right next to him. I guess the bomb leeches, they're not bomb flies. Open the chest for the final time. At least the final time until the DLC comes out. And all of it added up to this moment right here. Golden God Achievement. It was pretty nice when I finally got it. One of the hardest thing was I only had like 82 deaths or something like that. So I had to go on all these just like flat out suicide runs to get up to 100 to unlock the shears to be able to get the item. So that was one of the biggest pain in the asses out of all of them to try to unlock. Because everything else was unlocked. It was just a matter of, you know, using the D6 on the treasure room to get the item. But that's going to do it. So there will be DLC videos to come as soon as it drops. And that's going to do it. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. And until next time, see you guys.